Right now it's 6 disruptions at the airport, the impact on your holiday travel, and why the government shutdown is to blame. And Wisconsin targeting fake service animals, what goes into their training, and the impact of misrepresenting your pets.
Watching WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. A new push to end the record-breaking government shutdown. A live look at Capitol Hill as sources from both sides say Senate leaders are negotiating another short-term stopgap bill. While talks are underway, officials say a deal is unlikely to happen this week. This comes as the FAA announces plans to cut flights at major airports. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says air traffic controllers will miss their second full paycheck next week, and a shortage is already causing delays. So what does this mean for travelers in La Crosse? News 8 Now's Grace Monk has the answer.
One of those airports is Chicago O'Hare. This means travelers flying in and out of La Crosse could be impacted. The FFA plans to cut air traffic by up to 10% at the nation's 40 busiest airports starting Friday. The cutbacks will impact airports in Minneapolis and Chicago. All flights from La Crosse connect through Chicago O'Hare International. One resident says they're worried about travelers not making it home for the holidays.
It's very, very important for these families to, be able to have a breath of fresh air during the holidays. That's what it's always been for Americans.
In a statement on their website, American Airlines said, quote, "We expect the vast majority of our customers' travel will be unaffected and long-haul international travel will remain as scheduled. As schedule changes are made, we'll proactively reach out to customers who are impacted." They recommend checking your flight status on their website for real-time updates. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
A car fire affected traffic on Highway 53 this morning. A News 8 photographer on scene said the car was near the McHugh Road exit in Holmen. Police closed a lane of traffic while the fire was put out. No one was injured in the crash and no word on the cause. Crews responded to a fire at Rockweiler Appliance and TV in Viroqua. Officials say an electric issue may have started it. The fire was quickly put out by firefighters. It was contained to the upstairs apartments with minimal damage.
One of the first ones to go up, stick my head up in the attic where the smoke was coming out from, and I was with the fire chief here in Viroqua. It's minimal. We had to break out the ceiling just a little bit to get to the full cause and just make sure that it didn't spread anywhere. But overall, those guys handled it really, really well.
No injuries were reported in the fire. Viroqua Fire Department cutting the hose on their new fire station today. Officials say the $9.5 million station is about twice the size as the old one, with more garage space available, allowing each truck to have its own door. New training facilities are also on site, which will be used by the firefighters and Western Technical College students. Bangor residents are already spreading holiday cheer. Christmas on Commercial Street is featuring holiday shopping, caroling, and live music. The event is accepting non-perishable food items to support the local food pantry.
It just gives us an opportunity in retail. We always have to try to be ahead of everything, and we wanted we have other events that happen in Bangor, and we just wanted to give Bangor, Wisconsin some special exposure and kick off the holiday season in its proper way.
The 5-hour event will wrap up tonight at 9. In a pretty mild day we had today, but we might need our umbrellas tonight. Some chances of rain tonight, Greg.
Yeah, we got some very light showers that are going to come through with a front. Most areas probably won't see it, but that threat exists out there. Good news is we still got one day left to enjoy. So right now the conditions actually are fairly mild. Still in the 50s at both Eau Claire and La Crosse, and most of the area is there. But look at that southwest wind at 21. That is an indication we do have a front approaching. There's your high temperatures. They were above average. We should be more in the mid to upper 40s. Another day of 50s. Look at the I-9 Iowa camera. Still fairly dry, even though radar shows some activity. A lot of this isn't reaching the ground yet because the front is further to the west. But that's your wind speeds right now, and that'll be another issue in certain areas to see some gusty winds out of the south-southwest. They'll continue probably until about midnight. There's your chance of rain. It really starts coming up a little bit closer to 9 to 10. Still very light rain if anything does hit the ground. Not expecting a lot, and fairly steady temperatures too around the 50s. La Crosse, that really kind of ramps up as we get closer to 9 to 10 with a little bit of light rain. rain and some gusty winds that will kind of tail off a little bit as we get closer to around 10, 11 p.m. Now, going further, like I said, we had one good day left, and then we have some winter-like conditions to talk about for the weekend a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Greg. And a reminder, you can track weather on your block by downloading the First Warn Weather app. You can find it at the App Store or on Google Play. Coulee Region Humane Society is offering dogs a break from the kennel. Their Doggies Day Off program invited community members to take shelter dogs out for the day, offering them a chance to relax and socialize away from the shelter. You can learn more online on the Humane Society's website. UWL is hosting its annual New Music Festival. This year's theme, the connection between music and place. It features performances from flutists Sasha Ishav, as well as student performances. The free event runs through Saturday. Coming up, it's an issue disability rights advocates say is only getting worse. Fake service animals are becoming a more common problem in Wisconsin, but a bill in the state legislature might be the answer.
Tomorrow morning, when SNAP users can expect their partial payment, a dietitian's guide to Thanksgiving superfoods on Foodie Friday, and when will the cold weather move in? We've got those answers when we see you at 5.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More mattresses. Did you know you spend a third of your life sleeping? So you better have the best mattress you possibly can. King has a huge selection to choose from at every price range. We'll even deliver your new mattress and haul away the old one for free. Take time to find the exact mattress you want because you're going to be sleeping on this for a while. Head into King Furniture today.
Excellence is not measured by potential, it's measured by performance. As a father, I teach this to my children. As coaches, we instill this in our players. And as a member of the community, I value it in Amplify Health. Performance is all that matters. Anyone can strive for excellence, but you don't want doctors who merely try. You want doctors who deliver. You want Amplify Health and nothing less.
We see you out there making your own kind of magic. From the unique gifts you give to the one-of-a-kind ways you celebrate. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help make it happen.
It's Mom!
With great prices on what you need for the season. Like all windshield wiper blades, 25% off. Up to $100 instant savings on a new set of tires with double savings for rewards members on select brands. Plus, this Friday through Sunday, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Carl's Can't Wait for Black Friday sale is on right now. Save up to $2,800 instantly on select major appliance packages. Buy a 4-piece LG kitchen package and get this 55-inch LG TV free. Save up to $925 on Serta mattresses. Buy select fireplace stands and get 2 free side tables. And all TVs and soundbars are on sale. Stop in now. It's Carl's Can't Wait for Black Friday sale.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Wisconsin lawmakers want to crack down on fake service animals, an issue business owners and those with disabilities say has gotten worse since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. News 8 Now's Allison Fergut explains what the bill aims to do and how the disability advocates are responding. Allison.
Many with real service animals say it's becoming challenging to go certain places as more and more people bring fake service animals with them. While advocates believe something needs to be done, one local woman says this proposed crackdown is not all it's cracked up to be.
Good job. Good job. Town of Shelby resident Elizabeth Fryseth calls her guide dog Waffle her leading lady.
I really truly wouldn't be where I am today without my dog. I would literally be lost. Truly, it's the most greatest gift I've ever been given.
Fryseth has relied on the guide dog for the last decade, a result of her retinopathy of prematurity that impacts her eyesight.
She allows me to move about my community however I want to and gives me the freedom to be out and enjoy life.
But there's some places in La Crosse she refuses to go, citing the rise in fake service dogs.
A dog may bark, it may lunge, it may come out of nowhere and try to attack my dog. My last guide dog was attacked in multiple stores and retrospectively could not work through it anymore and retired due to stress.
It's not just those with service animals bearing the brunt. The state's restaurant industry is also enduring the increase in fake service animals.
I had a member from a couple weeks ago contact me and said this last summer they had a peacock and a parrot brought into their restaurant and claimed it was a service animal. Obviously, that was a little hard and a little difficult for that operator to deal with.
Jeff Johnson with Can Do Canines in Minnesota says fake service animals hurt the reputation of real ones.
People are bringing in fake service dogs that then jump at people or growl or, wreck something. Then they don't want to let any dog in because they don't have an appreciation of how amazing actual service dogs are.
Assembly Bill 366 in the Wisconsin legislature would crack down on the fraud. The legislation creates penalties for those who intentionally misrepresent that they're in possession of a service animal. The first offense is a $200 fine. Any other violations cost $500. In Minnesota, a similar law already exists.
We have found that it has helped. It's really more an education effort than anything so that people realize, oh, I guess we can't do that or there's a danger in doing that, and they maybe stop doing it.
The bill would also change state law to match federal law, allowing only dogs and miniature horses to be used as service animals. The Wisconsin Restaurant Association has already thrown their support behind the legislation.
We're looking for a deterrence then for people to not misrepresent their pets.
But Fryseth worries the bill is all bark and no bite.
There's too many moving parts and not enough clarity on how to move forward.
She's concerned the bill has too many loopholes.
In the state of Wisconsin, there are the two questions. Does your dog mitigate for your disability? Yes or no? And then second question is, what task does it perform? Which leaves a lot of gray area of what is a task. What is a task and how do you prove? That is up for debate.
She thinks including more regulations around training would be a good place to start.
You should be able to provide a certain amount of hours that you've trained your dog.
And while legislation is one part of the battle, she also believes more open conversations about service animals would go a long way.
Education is truly where we need to start, not just as a community, but as the state, to help enforce the laws that are already there. I think education at this point would be key.
The bill has already passed the Assembly and is now being considered in the Senate. Reporting in the studio, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Allison. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, we got one more mild day left before we have a winter-like conditions for the weekend into early next week. So we'll break down what the temperatures look like, snow chances, and when we'll actually return back to the 50s. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Furniture, decor, and more invites you to their Christmas open house November 7th through 9th. All seasonal and home decor. Buy two, get one free. Furniture, decor, and more in Westby and Boscobel. Making homes beautiful at affordable prices. Stop in today.
Get big fall savings at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Stay warm with rugged wear performance gloves, just $5.99. Choose from 4 colors of 20-foot extension cords, only $5.95. Be ready for holiday meals with foil roaster pans, just $2.22. 42-count Tide Pods are only $10.67. Hurry! These great deals won't last long. Sign up for Menards emails to get the weekly flyer plus exclusive daily flash sales right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
At Taco John's, we don't put boundaries on flavor. But perfectly seasoned meats and irresistible potato olays will always be our meat and potatoes. And now, try 2 new meat and potato burritos for a limited time, only at Taco John's.
I discovered that long as I just keep trying and study hard, that I can accomplish what I want to accomplish. I have to believe in myself. A person like me, coming from the west side of Chicago, people don't come from there and be construction workers and stuff like that, so anything is possible, and this is just like a life-changing experience. The FSAT program was amazing. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Where's my donut?
I have no idea.
Savor life's sweetest moments with a 3-pack of premium donuts on sale for just $2.99.
News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
Furniture, decor, and more invites you to their Christmas open house November 7th through 9th. All seasonal and home decor. Buy 2, get 1 free. Furniture, decor, and more in Westby and Boscobel. Making homes beautiful at affordable prices. Stop in today.
Yeah, for tonight, we still got the shower activity coming through with the front. And right now, if you look at radar, a lot of this still is not reaching the ground. The front really is sitting just to the west of Minneapolis. So those returns are starting to increase a little bit, indicating then the dark greens. I think you'll start seeing some of this precipitation reach the ground. That's your wind speed still pretty strong. These are sustained winds, 15 to 20 and some gust higher. You can see especially west of the river. Excuse me. So that's something we'll have to keep an eye on as the front comes through. But the shower activity will be light, and a lot of areas may not see much of anything, but that opportunity exists. Probably as we get closer to about 8 to 9 p.m., that's when the front gets close, at least to the Minneapolis. You can see the turn of the winds right there. As we get closer to about 9 to 10, especially towards 10, you'll see that getting a little bit closer. And that's when I think some of this activity could reach the ground. Just very light precipitation, more heavier showers further east, kind of east of the area. Maybe as you get towards southwest Wisconsin, you might see a little bit of a stronger shower there. But otherwise, most of this is going to be light precipitation. Then as we get closer to about 11 p.m. and midnight, it definitely pushes east with a lot of activity there in eastern Wisconsin. And then the winds will come up. We'll see decreasing clouds after about midnight. Precipitation, that means we're going to wake up to fairly nice conditions. A light wind out of the west, some sunshine out there. It does pick up a little bit, maybe some low clouds or fog. Some of this you can note right there. That's a possibility to keep in mind, but it won't last too long. The winds do pick up. Enjoy the sunshine and the mild conditions because they're not going to last too long by the afternoon. You see the cloud cover begin to expand across the area. Winds turn back around to the northwest. There's going to be a cold front that's going to kind of sag south throughout the area. Remaining dry for the most part, but that'll be what you'll go towards the evening. So it definitely will have a chill towards Friday evening with that northwest wind kind of strong at times and those temperatures beginning to fall. But overall, still mild conditions for the most part. Tonight's lows will be mild still, mostly 40s, mid-30s to the north, but most of the other areas we're actually in the 40s, even though we do clear out. But that wind will be going on. Now tomorrow, depending on where you are, depends on how fast the cloud cover comes. And further north you go, it arrives earlier, low to mid 40s there. Further south you go, it's more mid to upper 50s. Even a few 60s are possible too, so kind of depends on where you are. But overall, these are still, for the most part, above average. Now come Saturday, at systems in the Dakotas, it's going to dive south, it's going to push east into about western Minnesota, western Iowa. We're going to get kind of the tail end as it kind of shifts east south of the area, and you'll see that here in a second. The precipitation should begin to expand across west of the river as we get closer to 10, 11 a.m. By the time we get to about noon, we're going to see a light precipitation. Right now, this is indicating more snow, but it could be a mix. It depends how things plan out. Further north you go, you still might see some sprinkles or flurries, but overall, it's just going to be a lot of cloud cover further north to La Crosse than anything else. This will continue through the Saturday evening. If you're not to snow by Saturday afternoon south of La Crosse, definitely by the evening hour it will change over. It'll begin to wrap up, at least most of it, as we get closer to 10, 11 p.m. But you notice clearing skies too behind. Winds will start picking up. The cold air will start filtering into the area. So for snowfall potential, it's really west and south of the area. It might touch some parts of southwest Wisconsin and more of a northeastern Iowa to get into that 1 to 3. Better shot as you go further east. All in all, most areas will probably be under that. Now for high temperatures for Saturday, as you see, mid to upper 30s further north, just barely in the 40s there. That's just the start of the temperatures, because if you look at Sunday, these are the temperatures. It's going to feel more probably like into the 20s with that northwest wind quite strong, and some flurries out there too with that cold air settling into overhead. And that cold snap will last, but the good news, only a couple days of it, and then we're going to warm right back up with another system coming through on Veterans Day. We should all warm up in the 40s, and for the most part, the second half of next week is fairly quiet with above average temperatures once again. So travel plans, the road issue, probably Saturday night you might have to keep an eye on, maybe far southwest Wisconsin, northeast Iowa, as the temperatures do go back below freezing. Yeah. You might have some icy spots. For the most part, The bigger story is going to be the temperatures, but a lot of areas may see the first touch of snow this year.
It might be a good day to stay in and watch the snow from the window.
Well,
it's going to be icy outside.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, Chris McIntosh makes a decision on Luke Fickell's tenure for the near future. Plus, we've got a full report from the WIAA State Volleyball Tournament over in Green Bay after this break.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
What will you find at Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique? Everything you need and more. See our selection of Polish pottery, cookware, olive oils and vinegar, and our gadget wall. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique, located inside Wesco and Sparta. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's tooth fairy time.
Get $1,100 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Don't miss Songs of Freedom, November 15th, sponsored by Advisors Management Group. Tickets available at lacrossesymphony.org.
It's here, the Veterans Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. With store-wide sale prices, special financing, and free gas. Plus, veterans and active military families get an additional gift from Drury's. Only at Drury's will you find beautifully tailored sofas and chairs, handcrafted bedrooms and dining rooms, a huge selection of premium leather, and the designers to help you put it all together. Sale prices, special financing, and even free gas. The Veterans Day sale, happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Welcome to Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Whether you're a gourmet cook or an aspiring foodie, we have something for your style and taste. See our selection of gourmet cookware, bakeware, and appliances. Hazel and Lola's Kitchen Boutique. Stop in today and tell them Peyton sent you.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, it has been a season that will be remembered for a while for the Blair Taylor volleyball team, and today, Wildcats were looking to make some more history at state in Green Bay. Our own Kate Overton is there and has a recap.
A big day here in Green Bay as the Blair Taylor Wildcats are playing in the WIAA state tournament for the first time in school history. Let's take the court at the Resch Center. The Blair Taylor community showing out for the game. Division IV semifinals. Blair Taylor, the 4 seed, up against the top seed Heritage Christian. First set action. Wildcats off to a slow start, but trying to fight back. Nice defense here, and a fake set puts it in the perfect spot. Point Blair Taylor. Later, Wildcats on the attack. The set to Andrea Waldera. She gets the big kill. Blair Taylor still trails, and there was no comeback as the Patriots had too much firepower. Christian Heritage takes the first set, 25-12. Let's go to set 2. Blair Taylor keeping it close. Patriots with the defense, but that's a mistake because Chloe Medenblick is there for the kill. Point Wildcats, but Christian Heritage found another gear. They would take set 2, 25-16. And the story was the same in set 3 as Christian Heritage takes the match 3-0. But it was still a season of first for Blair Taylor, and it's a season they'll remember forever.
For us to be able to take these steps this year, I think, even though I'm a senior, I'm leaving it in good hands, and I'm just really proud of this team.
We're not going to bring home any balls, but we've brought home a lot of nice hardware that we didn't have any to put in our trophy case, so very good season.
So that'll do it for day 1 here at the WIAA state tournament. A great season by Blair Taylor, but all good things must come to an end. Tomorrow we've got Division III action as the Luther Knights will make their state debut, taking on Watertown Luther Prep at 8 in the morning. Reporting from Green Bay, Kate Overton, News 8 Now Sports.
All right, thank you, Kate. And if Badger football fans were wondering what the future of Luke Fickell in Madison would look like, there was confirmation today from Athletic Director Chris McIntosh that he will be back in 2026. The announcement also mentioning how the program will have a, quote, increased investment in the roster and program, end quote. Wisconsin has a 2-6 overall record this season and is 15-19 in his 3 seasons as head coach. All right, that'll do for sports. Greg has one final check on the weather in just a moment.
Ho, 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 it's Santa. It's time for the Christmas kickoff at Wesco in Sparta. Saturday, November 8th. Stop into Hazel and Lola's to find the perfect gift. Don't miss the Christmas kickoff, November 8th at Wesco in Sparta.
It's Hy-Vee's Big Baking Sale, Friday through Sunday. Hy-Vee butter, just $2.49. Hy-Vee sugar, just $1.99. Powdered or brown sugar, $1.48. Canned pumpkin, 88 cents. Hy-Vee cream cheese, just $1.28. Pillsbury pie crust, $1.99. Plus, get great deals on Chex cereal, Nestle Toll House morsels, and more. Save in-store and online, Friday through Sunday, during the Big Baking Sale at Hy-Vee.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. With Skyrizi, I saw dramatically clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
With Skyrizi, nothing on my skin means everything. Ask your dermatologist about Skyrizi today. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Ho, 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 it's Santa. It's time for the Christmas kickoff at Wesco in Sparta. Saturday, November 8th. Stop into Hazel and Lola's to find the perfect gift. Don't miss the Christmas kickoff, November 8th at Wesco in Sparta.
All right, tomorrow we'll have actually mild conditions. The sun will be out, so you might hit 60. Further north, you're going to have cloud cover come quite in, so it's going to be in the mid-40s. Get out and enjoy it because it's probably the last warm day we'll have, or mild day we'll have, until we get to Vets Day, because Saturday, Sunday, and Monday it's cold, and we do have some snow to contend with too.
That 60 is going to feel like 80.
It's yeah, especially when it comes Sunday.
Sure will. All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 6. We'll see you at 10.